Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be doing a deep dive into the inner workings of the Zenith keyboard. This is the keyboard model Zenith KB-0402. Now if you're like me, you probably wonder what's going on inside. So let's take a closer look at the Zenith keyboard, break it down and explore what makes this particular model tick. Branding of this keyboard is done on the top of the keyboard. It's right here, it says Zenith. This keyboard has three lights which lit up green. So the first one is the num lock. So this is the num lock. The second one is for the caps lock where it says A here. So the caps lock button is here, and the last one is scroll lock, which is here. Comes with a PS/2 connector which has 6 pins. We can see that here. So back in those days, the keyboards and mouse used to come up with the PS/2 connector. It had 6 pins. We usually add the connector or the port on the CPU side of it. So we used to plug this to there. So this is the old school kind of connector. So these days these kind of connectors are replaced with USB, but in few of the gaming computers we might still use the PS/2 connector. Alright, to get started we'll need to open up the keyboard, and for that I need to prepare the tools. So this will need a star screwdriver. If you can see, these can be opened up using the star screwdriver. On the right side of the keyboard we see the model, power rating, serial number. This also says made in China, and we can see a few of the screws connected here as well on the right side. So there are few screws connected here. Alright, so I've kept the cutting plier and nose plier ready just in case if any need arises. So most of the things should be opened by using a star screwdriver. So I have the entire screwdriver set inside this. So let me just assemble that for you. So this would be sufficient. So let me just connect this to the screwdriver. We'll need to loosen it here. I will be inserting it here and I'll be tightening this. So now we have the tools ready for removing the keyboard. First thing first, we will have to remove the screws on the back panel of the keyboard. And to do this, I have the screwdriver ready. Let's start it. Let's try to loosen up all the screws. We will place it somewhere safely. So this screwdriver has magnet in the front, so that holds the screws. Have removed the third screw now. I am placing it there. Let me remove all of those. This is the fourth screw. This is the fifth screw. This is the sixth screw. We have one screw inside. This is the seventh screw. This is the 8th screw. This is the 9th screw. This is the 10th screw. We have the 11th screw here. We have the 12th screw. And we have the 13th screw. Alright, all the screws are removed. Now that we have removed the screws, let's try to remove the back panel. Try to move all the screws aside. Totally there were 13 screws. I am keeping them aside. There should be a couple more screws inside this. Let me just remove this. Yes, there you go. On the other side as well, let me just remove this. There we go. Let's just unscrew this. So totally we have 15 screws. Okay, that should be done. Now just let's remove the back panel. We can already see the inner parts of it. Now that we have taken off the back cover, you can already see some of the internals. This Zenith keyboard has a very clean design with a solid build quality. It feels sturdy and well structured, which is always a good sign when you're looking for durability. Here is the art of the keyboard, the PCB or the printed circuit board. These are the 3 LEDs that blinks green after pressing the num lock, caps lock or the scroll lock. This is on the other side of the keyboard where we keep pressing the keys. These are the ones, it's similar to an individual switch that registers each key presses. So depending on the type of the switch used, this can provide tactical feedback, a smooth key press or even an audible click. Looking at the PCB, you will notice it's well laid out and each switch is soldered onto the board. Some high-end models use hot swappable switches, but in this case the switches are soldered in place, which means you will need to do some desoldering if you want to replace them. Moving on to stabilizers, you will find them under the larger keys like spacebar, or enter or shift keys. These stabilizers help ensure a smooth and even press across the entire key. Without them, these larger keys would wobble or even feel uneven. Let's take a listen to the switches. This Zenith keyboard comes with the mechanical switches. These keys have a distinct sound. As you can hear, they give that satisfying click with a signature feature of mechanical keyboards. But depending on the model, these switches can vary in sound and feel. For instance, this model might be using Cherry MX style switches, or something similar. Alright, now it's time to unscrew these screws using a screwdriver. So after removing the 25 screws on the outside, we have 3 screws here which are connected to the PCB. Alright, I have removed 2 screws. Let me remove the last one so that I can take out the PCB outside. We have removed the third one. So this looks to be a supporting one. It's just a plain iron kind of metal. So now let's try to remove this. This is the PCB. As we can see, it has PCB written on it. PCB 001000402L001. So this is the num lock LED, caps lock LED, scroll lock LED. We have capacitor, we have resistor, and this is the main connector. On the rear side of it we have the connections. This looks nice and clean. This cable, it comes all the way through this, and later on it should go for the PS/2 connector. There we go. Let me just remove this. So this is the PS/2 connector which goes all the way to the PCB board. So that connector connects here and it goes to the PCB. Let me just remove this connector. Now I'm trying to remove this connector. Okay, the connector is removed. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pins, as you can see. So this is the connector with the 5 pin. So now we have completely isolated this PS/2 connector, which is completely now like isolated. This is the PS/2 connector and this is the PCB board. This is the front side of it and this is the rear side of it. These are the 5 connection cables which goes to the PCB board of the keyboard. And on the other side of PS/2 connector we have the 6 pins. If you like the clean and neat drawings, so you should follow this. Look at this. This looks just beautiful. Moving on, let's come to the other side of it. So when someone presses the keys on the other side, this should support here. This is like a soft rubber kind of material. Let me just take this out. So this is how it is inside the keyboard, and when someone presses the keyboard, for example say this, it would behave this way. It's the same on the other side. Okay, now I have taken this completely outside. Let me just put that here. As you can see, we have the back panel completely kept aside. We have this front panel here. We have the cable here, which is a PS2 connector. And we also have the PCB board here. So PCB board is the art of the keyboard, where all other goes through this. You have a basic PCB board. If you are an electronics student, just comment which one do you like. Do you like capacitors? Do you like resistors? Do you like LEDs? Do you like diodes? Do you like amplifiers? You just comment in the comment section. So today a normal keyboard to a multimedia keyboard might cost anywhere between 300 to 2000 rupees, depending on the functions and features that you are looking for. But do you think manufacturing this keyboard would have cost so much? Definitely not. So if anyone is interested and they want to manufacture a keyboard, or at least try to assemble it using these parts, so this video should definitely give you some idea. So this is the front cabinet, which says KB-0402 top cabinet. It also has the part number 204-040-23/6-001. Just listen to this sound. Just without the backside support, all the keys would fall towards the downside, and I can't press this now. So as soon as I flip this to the other side, so all of those will be completely towards the downside. So as soon as I move it to the other side, so all the keys will completely go flat towards the downside. So this is the main thing now. If you see here, it's the one which is supporting the mechanical buttons. Just take this out. If you are seeing here, there are certain pins. So if you are seeing on this one, then you can understand. So how it works is, this will be placed, for example, these first 4 pins should be coming towards the last 4, so which means this would come like this. So once it's in contact, the functionality should work. You can also remove this. So that is the front side. In the middle we have a transparent paper, and this is the bottom of it. It has numbering here. It says Jason Juliet Golf Hotel 820 Bravo. It says BOT Bravo Oscar Tango. We have another numbering here. It says 001-04023 Lima Alpha 01 Mike 4023 Alpha 1A. So finally we have completely removed the inner parts of the keyboard, and we have tried to show you how it looks and what are the parts inside. Alright, that's a wrap on our inside look at the Zenith keyboard. As you can see, it's got a solid build, mechanical switches, and that amazing LED lights which adds a personal touch to your workspace. If you are into mechanical keyboards and want something that looks great and performs well, you can choose from Zenith. Let me know in the comments section what you think about this keyboard, or if you would like to see more teardown videos like this. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future content. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.